Shalom, boys and girls. Welcome back to Storytime with Rabbits and Chrissy. How many of you out there love monkeys and think they're so cute? Well, today we're going to learn about a story about a monkey. And our character building attributes that we're going to learn about is how to be kind and loving to animals and how to be honest, which means telling the truth. "Hey, mister," shouted Tommy. "You've lost your monkey." Tommy had found a baby monkey beside the road as the circus was leaving town. He picked it up and began running after the trucks that were slowly beginning to pull onto the road. Now he was almost out of breath. A man looked down at Tommy from his seat in the circus truck. "I didn't lose that monkey, boy," he shouted. "The monkey's dying, so I just threw it out the window." Tommy could hardly believe his ears. How could anyone throw out a poor little monkey because he was dying? "Can't you take care of him until he's better?" he asked. "No, that monkey's no good. He'll die before nightfall. There's no use keeping him." Tears of anger and pity filled Tommy's eyes. "Well, sir, you'll be sorry someday that you treated him like that." And with those words, Tommy turned and walked away with the monkey carefully cradled in his arms. The dusty road felt hot to Tommy's bare feet, so when he came to a pond beside the road, he was glad to sit on the bank and put his feet in the water. Then he gave the little monkey a drink. "Well, monkey," Tommy said, "that circus man may think he knows a lot, but I'm going to do my best to show him that he doesn't know a live monkey when he sees one. I don't know much about doctoring people or monkeys, but my mom does know a lot." So, after pouring some cold water on the monkey's head, the boy put the little bundle of fur inside his shirt and hurried back home. When Tommy arrived, tired and hungry, the monkey was still alive and seemed a little more alert than he had been when Tommy found him. "It seems to me all he needs is good food and some peace and quiet," said Tommy's mom when she saw the little monkey. "I guess the poor thing is tired of all the noise and bustle of the circus. I'll cook him some oatmeal. You make him a clean bed of straw and put some fresh water in a pan beside it. Then we have to leave him alone. We've done everything we can for him. Nature will have to do the rest." After the monkey had eaten a few bites and had a drink of water, Tommy put him on the straw and left him in the shed in the backyard. It was hard not to keep checking on him, but Tommy knew his mother was right. The tired, sick little animal needed rest more than anything else. The next morning, as soon as it was light, Tommy got up and ran to see how the monkey was getting along. He hesitated to open the door, afraid of what he just might find. Imagine his surprise when, looking cautiously around the door, Tommy found the little monkey perched on a rafter above his head. Tommy was so happy he clapped his hands, and the monkey ran chattering into the farthest corner. There, thought Tommy regretfully. "The first thing I do is scare him. I guess I don't deserve to have a monkey then." But they were soon good friends again, and Tommy ran to tell his mother the wonderful news that the monkey was doing much better. The monkey was still not well by any means, and Tommy and his mother had to nurse him carefully for a whole week before he was cured. Then Tommy was the proudest boy in the whole world. He named the monkey Peter, and the animal followed Tommy everywhere like a dog. He was so intelligent that he seemed to understand everything Tommy said. "Mother," Tommy said, "I can hardly believe that I have a real live monkey that won't run away from me. Do you remember how I always dreamed of one, but I never thought I'd actually get a monkey of my very own?" Mother looked serious. "Have you thought, Tommy, of what will happen when the circus comes back to town?" Tommy's eyes opened wide. "Oh, Mom, you don't mean that Peter will leave me and go back to the circus, do you?" "No," Mom said, "but the man didn't actually give you the monkey, did he?" "But he threw him away," Tommy exclaimed. "I figured I have a right to Peter when I saved his life." "Well, think it over, Tommy," his mother cautioned. "Just think about it." Tommy did think about it. He thought about it a lot, and finally he decided that Mother was right. He would have to give Peter back to his owner when the circus returned to town. But Tommy thought some more, and he decided at the last that there might be a way out of this problem. And with this idea in mind, Tommy began saving his nickels and dimes and quarters. He looked for odd jobs he could do to earn more money. Maybe he could buy Peter from the circus man if he had enough money. Tommy never knew a year to go by so quickly, and as the time grew near for the circus to come to town again, he grew more and more afraid. He couldn't bear the thought of losing his friend, especially since he had taught Peter to do so many clever tricks. At last, the circus trucks began pulling into town. Men were setting up the big tents in a large field on the edge of town. Tears started to fill Tommy's eyes as he walked toward all the noise and activity, with Peter perched on his little usual spot on his shoulder. "When he sees how smart you are," Peter told his friend, "he'll want you back for sure." Peter didn't understand the tears, and he chattered excitedly as they drew nearer and nearer the circus tents. "What do you want, boy?" asked the big man who was leading an elephant. He seemed to be the man in charge. Tommy hesitated. Well, sir, you see, sir..." He stopped. Then the story rushed out of him about how he had rescued a sick little monkey and had nursed him back to health and taught him tricks, and how they had become such good friends. "Yes," the man said, "I heard about that fellow who threw out a monkey that was sick. I fired him. I don't allow such things to happen in my circus if I can help it. So this is the sick little guy, is it? Well, you're a smart boy to nurse him back to life. What are you going to do with him now?" "Well, he's yours, sir," Tommy said in a choked voice. "The man didn't really give him to me. He just left him, and I took care of him. But he's a really cute monkey, and you'll be nice to him, won't you?" There was such a big lump in Tommy's throat that he had trouble getting the words out. "Can he do tricks?" asked the circus man. "Well, yes, sir." Tommy had put Peter go through all the tricks he had taught him. "Wow!" the man exclaimed. "He is a smart little monkey, isn't he? How much do you want for him?" Tommy gasped. "How much do I want for him?" It took a moment for Tommy to understand what the man had said. Then the words just tumbled out of his mouth, one after the other. "Why, sir, if you think he's mine, just let me keep him. That's all I want. You see, my friend, I couldn't sell my friend. I don't want money. All I want is Peter." And he buried his face in Peter's soft fur. The circus man put an arm around Tommy's shoulders. "You're right, son," he said. "There's not enough money in the world to buy a good friend. You keep him and bring him here to the circus to see his mother and the rest of the circus every day if you want to. No, you won't have to pay to get in. You and Peter will be my guests at the circus all week long." What a nice story that he finally got to keep his friend that he helped nurse back to health and taught him tricks and all that stuff. But I have two questions for you called Think About It. The first one is, do you have a pet? If so, what kind of animal is it? And would you enjoy having a monkey for a pet? And second of all, have you ever seen someone mistreating an animal? What did they do? And how did you feel about it? And if you can, all the questions that I asked you, if you can put them on the comments below so that way I know you're listening and looking forward to next week's story. Till then, shalom, and I'll see you next week for another story time. Bye-bye.